Either you are an ordinary person or a Christian, you must know, feel, and live the grace of God. However, many people live without knowing or feeling the grace of God. I hope you watch this short video on this channel and learn about the secret to continuously receiving God's great grace. Jesus directly said, "Ask, and it will be given to you." This means that if you pray to God when you have difficulties or want something, He will hear you. Why does God listen to people's prayers? When children ask their parents for food, the parents give the children food. Similarly, God listens to people's prayers because He considers people to be His children. But what is important here is the fact that Jesus said, God does not say that if you ask, God will give you what you ask for, but if you ask, God will give you good things. For example, your child wanted to play with a very dangerous knife as a toy. The child asked her parents for a sharp knife. Parents felt very dangerous and gave their children other toys instead of knives. Your child is disappointed, and he waited for his parents to one day give him a knife. Likewise, when a person prays to God, God may respond differently from the prayer. If that happens, the person who prayed may be disappointed, or they may continue to wait in vain because their prayers have not been fulfilled. Prayer is not an order from an online shopping mall. Prayer often does not return to us as we ordered. Because it is not easy to confirm the answer to prayer, there are many times when we misunderstand the answer to our prayers. This happens when we pray not properly, when our timing is not right, or when we do not use the grace God has given us properly. Jesus taught us how to properly use the grace given by God. Treat others as you would like to be treated. This is often called the Golden Rule. Rather than using the grace you have received to solve your own problems and ending there, you should also be able to help others with that grace. This also means that proper prayer must be helpful not only to yourself but also to others. If you are in a bad mood and pray for harm to others, or if you pray for yourself to eat well and live well, it is not proper prayer. God may answer such prayers with something else. Then, problems increasingly arise in your religious life of dependence on God. If so, He may wonder whether He must constantly sacrifice Himself to help those around Him with the grace He has received. Jesus answered that question in advance. Do not give what is holy to dogs, and do not throw your pearls before swine. Someone gave a pearl to a pig. If the pig sells the pearl, he can eat a lot of food with it. But the pig does not know the value of pearls and does not know how to sell them. The pig is angry because he thinks the pearl is not food and that something strange was given to him. Even if you plan to do something good for the other person, if the other person doesn't know, just that thought is enough. Jesus did not teach us to make loving people difficult. This is also true when God gives grace to people. If a person lives without knowing the grace given by God, grace may gradually decline. It is not easy to truly understand the grace God has given us and to love ourselves and those around us with that grace. Jesus said this is the narrow gate. However, a narrow door is not a door that is so small that it is impossible to enter. Such a door is not said to be a door. It's a slightly small door. This is a door you can enter if you know how to bend your body slightly. It is difficult for him to know for himself how God has answered my prayers. However, if you live your life with gratitude little by little and often, you will become more aware of it. This is like bending slightly to enter a narrow door. Helping those around you with the grace you have received is not easy. However, it is worth doing if you start with your family. A good prayer is a prayer that prospers you and those around you. Such prayers are well answered by God. Such Christians can truly live a life of grace because they live by constantly receiving and feeling the grace of God. Was this video helpful to you? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Be sure to subscribe, notify, and like. Continue to receive the secret to receiving great grace from God. I hope that you will receive great grace from the Lord.